I just did the Light 4 today. So I started Light 3 about a week ago, and I finished this one first because it was a one-day take thing. So a lot more preparation, but much more in the moment, which is what I love doing a lot more. And it was based on collaboration and participation of other people, and I really enjoyed it. And a big thanks to all the people who helped me out, to Leah, Amanda, Jaden, and Alex. You guys were amazing, and I can't thank you enough for helping me. And the idea really came about from my experience with, again, the first semester, with the whole thing about I wanted to make my artwork about other people. I didn't want it to be all just about me, which is why I was interviewing people and seeing what was important to them. But we're doing that when you interview people, because you can bring up emotions and stuff, you have to go through an ethics committee, and it nearly put me off the whole idea of working with other people because it was such a hassle and it took all the passion out of the artwork. But this one was more, I just put out a call who wants to ever volunteer, like, through people in my classes and stuff like that. And so I got volunteers that way. And it wasn't about them. It was about them helping out with an artwork. And it was about an expression in the moment. And so it was really fun. And I got really inspired by this one. And I probably think this is more to do where my next semester is going to go, to do with the same concept on light and the way everything has the same beginning and same ending, but I really still want to work with other people, so I really want to build upon it. But this actually one, and it was trying to let go of the control that I often have over my artwork. I go from one extreme to the other. Either I don't care enough because I don't like it, and so I rip them up and I destroy them, or I care too much and I become so obsessed with it being exactly perfect, and you can never get it because it's never going to be perfect. And this one, so I had an idea of where I wanted it to go, but I really wanted to hand it over to them. So the birth of the idea was mine, and the creation of it was mine. But after that, I wanted to hand it over to them to finish off however they wanted to. The only thing they had to do was they had to use their body to paint the canvas, and the canvas had to be all white when they finished. And I was not meant to say anything to something. That didn't happen. There was 2 times I was like, oh, try this or do this. But the way I thought it was going to end was very different to the way it did end, and some of the things they did I never would have suggested, and it was really cool to see that. The fact that you can have the idea and the birth of something, and then if you hand it over to someone, it can completely go a different way. And so it started off with them all standing there, and then I walked over and I started with one of them, moving them onto the canvas, and once I had pressed her body against the canvas, she then came to life. And to me, it was a whole idea that art can make you feel alive, and the creation and the energy that you get from creating things, and that should be like dominoes, and it should affect other people, and it should just continually keep going round. So then she went on, after that I left, and the control was up to them, and she went over to the next person and she brought them to life, and then they went over to the next person, they both brought them alive until they had finished what their goal was, and then they went back to the way they were. And again, it's a whole cycle. You start off somewhere and you end up somewhere. There's often the same place, but it's the in between that's the amazing part. It's not necessarily the destination, it's how you get there. And I am really happy with this one, and yeah, really excited. So thanks again, guys.